Good morning everyone. Well, we're on week 8, 2 months in already. So by now you should start feeling the benefits of all the core work you've been doing. You should be a bit more mindful of your posture and you should find yourself sitting up straight and walking with better posture already. So we spent a lot of time working on the core and opening you up and straightening you up. And now we're going to move on to the lower body. We're going to start on balancing out your quads and hamstrings. So today's session is either done lying down on your bed or on the floor on a mat. So what we're going to start with is looking at the balance between your quadricep and your hamstring muscles. So your quads, there's 4 muscles in the front of the thigh, and your hamstrings, there's 3 muscles at the back. Now, the trouble is, I would expect what I would like on everyone is the quads to be 20% stronger than the hamstrings, just because there's more of them. But that's not normally the case. In most people, the quadricep muscles are 50% stronger than the hamstrings. And that creates an imbalance in the body. It also tilts the pelvis, and it can give you a lower back pain, and it can also make you unsteady on your feet, and it can really play an important role in ruining your mobility. So we're going to spend the next 2 weeks stretching and strengthening your thigh muscles and just having a real focused look at what's going on in your legs. So let's start with a hamstring stretch, and for this you just need to lie on your back. You might need a cushion or something to support your head, so whether in your bedroom or on the living room floor, let's lie down. So remember, when you lie down, when you start, always lie down, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and that just gives you a neutral lumbar spine, stops any unnecessary pressure going into the lower back. Now we're going to start with a hamstring stretch. Now, excuse me for this one, I had a car crash a couple of weeks ago, and it's played havoc with my body. Someone went into the side of my car and it's offset an old back injury. So I've got a bit of a naughty sciatic problem going down this leg. But it'd be good for you to see and show you the difference. And it doesn't matter, even though you are in pain or you have other conditions going on in the body, you can still exercise, and there's always another way of doing an exercise. So if, for example, one exercise that we're doing you're not getting on with, then message us. Gemma's there waiting for your messages. Message us and I'll give you an alternative. So let's start with the hamstring. I'm going to do my good leg first, which isn't that good to start with. So all you do is you grab the leg, behind the leg, straighten it and gently pull in. Now, be gentle with this. There's a thin line between going too far into a strong stretch and actual causing pain. And we just want to do a light stretch with this. So you just want to pull the leg in, and if it starts shaking and you can feel your bum lifting off the mat, you're trying too hard. Okay, you want to feel the stretch in the back of the thigh here. So just head down, hands under, pull in, and let's hold that for 20 seconds. So remember, when you're stretching, don't forget to breathe. Nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm just going to straighten my leg a little further to make the stretch a little more effective, and I'm feeling it here. And let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can see that's not that great. I mean, I'd expect your leg to be about here. I've never had good hamstrings because I've always had a dodgy back. Now let's go on to the second leg. Now you'll see here, now if I pull any further, because I've got sciatic pain at the moment, it goes into my spine. So I know if I go from here, I'm okay. If I go too far, I've gone too hard and I've gone into my back. So work within your comfort zones on this. The only place you want to feel the stretch is either in the back of the leg or the calf muscle. If it goes into your back, you're trying too hard, and so ease off a bit. So let's hold that stretch there. And you can see there, my leg's shaking a bit because it doesn't like it, but I'll just release it a little bit and hold it there. So nice big deep breaths. Let's hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And that's the hamstrings. So as I said, I have got a bit of sciatica at the moment, and I know how to fix it. So in a couple of weeks' time, that would have gone. But you know, there's always a way of exercising if you have a problem. So as I said earlier, if you do, please ask and we'll try and give you a little help. So that's stretching the hamstrings. Now let's get on with stretching the muscles at the front of your thigh, the quads. Now, if you've had a knee replacement, don't do this one, okay? It puts too much pressure. And you'll need a tea towel for this. If you're really flexible, you won't need a tea towel. But let's try. Where's my tea towel? Hang on a sec. Ooh. Sorry about that, I thought I had it already. So with the tea towel, we're going to fold it in half and fold it in half again. And you're just going to pop it around the ankle like that. And from there, you're going to lie onto your front, leave the tea towel there, and pull in. Now, the leg you're not using stays straight. Put your knees together and just gently pull the heel into the bottom. Now, when you've got the heel as far as it will go, push your thigh and push your hips into the floor. And you'll feel a nice big stretch going into the front of the thigh. And again, if you feel this in the back, don't do it. Now, it might be that your quad's so tight, you can't even get it. And I'll give you an alternative. So if your thighs are really tight, which to be honest, most people when they exercise don't stretch, so they're going to have tight muscles, and especially if you do a lot of walking, the thigh muscles really suffer. So what you can do, you can actually do this stretch lying on your side. If that felt too uncomfortable for you, then do it on your side. And it's the same stretch. You lie on your side, that leg goes straight, support your head, and just pull the heel, keep your knees together, and now push your bottom forwards. And by pushing your bottom forwards, it just intensifies the stretch in the thigh. So let's do it this way. Knees together, tea towel around the ankle, pull in. Right, let's push the hips forward and let's hold that for 20 seconds, remembering to breathe. So nice deep breaths. Let's hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So let's repeat that on the other side. So whichever one you want to do, I'm going to go with the tea towel around my ankle. So you pop it around the ankle, grab it, lie on your front, knees together, pull the heel as far to your bottom as you can. And when you've got it as far as you can, gently push your hips into the floor. That intensifies the stretch in your thigh, and hold it there. Now with this, you want to feel the stretch in the thigh only. If you feel it in the knee or the back, then stop. This isn't the stretch for you, and try the other one where you're lying on your side. So keep breathing, and let's hold that for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. So that's what I want you to do this week. I just want you to have a look, and let's start addressing the imbalances between the quads and the hamstrings, because they will be there. We just have to look for them and find them. And the idea is, if the thighs and the hamstrings are nice and loose and working correctly, when you're actually using them to walk, it makes walking a lot more energy efficient and it flows much more naturally. And also, it helps you pick, if your thighs are strong and your hips are working properly, it helps you pick your feet up. So when you walk, you're actually picking your feet up and you're not dragging or scuffing your soles, making you more inclined to fall. So I'm going to leave you with those for this week. Just 2 stretches. When you hold the stretches, you want to hold them for 20 seconds at a time. And remember, these are isolation exercises. So you want to feel it either in the thigh or the hamstring. Anywhere else, stop. Have a look and adjust your technique and try again. And if that doesn't work, try a different stretch. I will look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Until then, stay well and stay MolyFit.